19-year-old singer from England, specifically the Southwest, Somerset, Wellington. I've been making music for a very, very long time now. And I just released my debut EP a few days ago called Peach.
Well, okay, I would like you to tell you more how it's like to, grow up there. You said it's the Southwest. So, I've been to England once, but I didn't know that much. So how is growing up in Southwest or Somerset is like?
Somerset. I wouldn't have wanted to grow up anywhere else in a sense, due to the fact it's just like, well, where I'm from, it's just like a lot of countryside. So it's as like growing up as a child, you just have a lot of freedom. Do you know what I mean? You can just kind of just be a kid, I guess, in a sense. And like, yeah. So I loved the growing up here. It's sick. Living here now is cool. But obviously I've been to the big city now. I've been to London. So that's kind of where my heart is wanting to go. But growing up, yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's a lovely place.
Yeah. And this is your bedroom. Like, your child, you always grow up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Cool. So like you love music since you were young.
I do. I did love music since I was young. Yeah, pretty young. Very young, to be fair. It just always seemed to be the thing that I liked the most. So it made sense. I did it as a job.
So who are your like inspiration, or your some of your favorite song you can think of, like three song?
Got loads of inspirations, to be fair. I mean, like started off with like Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber when I was first growing up, and then I was like old bands like the Smiths, Nirvana, and all of that. And then I kind of got into like a lot of American rappers like XXXTentacion, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, Post Malone. Those are like my Travis Scott as well. Those are like my big inspirations, and they all kind of just like merged into this one sound that I've got now. So that's why it's like no genre, because it's just so weird.
Yeah, because like I check your some of your interview or some article that talk about you. They said you have like the mixture of like emo rap, right? And then like a down tempo R&B and hip hop, So
yeah, just loads of things.
So like you don't really categorize your music as well. It's like it can be whatever, like you.
I can be whatever. I think that's something I've always like wanted to make very clear with my music, because I never want to be an artist which is like, oh, you got to do all of these sort of songs now. I just want to just like go into the studio and just be like, oh, I'm gonna make whatever today. I mean, which is good. I like it.
Yeah. So what is your first song that you have wrote or recorded?
It's probably a song called Simply Beautiful. And it was like, I wrote it when I was like 13, I think. I don't know if it was the first one. It was either like this one called Crazy Animals or Simply Beautiful. But either way, I was like 12, 13 when I wrote them. And I think they're like, one's on YouTube. Like if you type it in, you'll find it. It's like, I'm so young in the video. And then the other's on Facebook. Those are the first ones. I think that was the first songs I ever wrote. I just don't know which one came first.
Yeah. So right now, since you have a very hit track, when you look back to that song that you wrote, what do you feel like seeing that like, the first time you decided to upload it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of improvement, but I would say like as a song, like usually a lot of people like first songs are like, oh my god, this is shockingly bad. But when I those songs that I actually wrote are actually good. They're actually good songs, and yeah. So I don't know. Obviously the Roses is a lot better, a lot better. So is every other song I've done. But they're not bad songs, and I think it's just good. It's nice to see development. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're still very young, So everything you do is so fresh, so interesting. So let's talk about Roses. Roses is quite famous in Thailand as well. So let's say the process or the starting of this song first.
It's a really kind of weird way that I wrote it. So I mean, like I wrote it when I was 16, so that was like 3 years ago from now.
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah, and I know I wrote it in this bedroom. I don't remember the day I wrote it. I don't really remember writing it at all. I just remember like because I just didn't think anything of the song. I was just writing songs just like because I could. I was like writing loads of songs every day, everything. So it kind of just like disappeared, and I didn't really think anything of it. And then like I sent it to like my manager, like when we were just first started talking. She's like, "Oh, this is so good," and I kind of like I never knew what we were gonna do with it, but then I guess we were just like we have to do something with this song because it's so good. So we gave it to another producer, and he just made it into this big thing. So shout out Rob Milton for that. It was sick. But yeah, that's how it kind of came about.
Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong because I read this, somewhere in the internet. Like, firstly, you use like a YouTube beat to record this song, right?
Yeah,
And but that was just like a kind of like a demo or like a rap
yeah,
scratch or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was.
Okay.
Beat was called Roses, and that's where I kind of got the title.
you just call it just like
Yeah,
call it like right after the beat name.
exactly. Yeah, so that's what I was like. It's like I wasn't really inspired when I wrote it. I just wrote it. Didn't really think much of it. It was just cool. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you say your dad also have like some credit for this song. What did he do? What did he help you?
I don't know if I've ever said that.
So don't worry, it's about the
There's
article.
so much stuff on the internet, do you know what I mean? But I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe he's had a credit. He's just been a nice guy, hasn't he?
Yeah. And that's a very fun fact, if you search your name. But okay, I know your song is nice and perfect. Actually, I have to admit it. I really like it as well. But there's one person who make this song like boom, like boost it to many people. That's a guy from a boy band group called NCT. The guy's named Taeyang. Do you know
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. I mean, like, it's so crazy because I kind of I had no idea about the K-pop world. I still don't know a lot about the K-pop world apart from BTS and NCT.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember just being on my phone one day, woke up, and then I just got like loads of notifications. I was like, "What's going on?" Like, mad. And obviously, I seen a live stream that Taeyong did. It had like 3.5 million listeners and played the whole song of Roses. And obviously, because all of his fans are like, "Oh, if he likes the song, I'm gonna like the song." And all this shit. So anyway, just like it just blew up, and yeah, it's all crazy. I'm very
Yeah.
thankful for it.
So how do you feel? Because I guess like normally you might have some English fans, to comment you in English language, but now you have like many multiple language, especially the Asian one, Thai
Yeah.
language on your comment section. How
It's
do you
very
feel?
weird. It's weird. It's like it's a weird because most of the time I don't know what they're saying. Like it's just like loads of random comments. I know there'll be good comments. It's cool, but I do love it because like when sometimes they speak, they like just Google Translate like whatever their country is to English, and it's all like half spoken English and things. It's really cute. It's quite fun. Yeah, from a lot of people that don't really kind of understand, like a lot of my mates are just like, Finn, what the fuck? Like, why is there so many like random Asians on your thing? I was like, oh, I don't know. It's just stuff going on. But yeah, it's cool. I'm really thankful.
Yeah. So like how is it between your friends to seeing you, gain popularity so fast, just like in 1 year, something like that?
I don't think they really understand the kind of significance of it. Like, they don't really kind of get the idea that I have fans and there's kind of like a world outside of here in a sense. Because like, I don't know, they don't really get it. But I think they will soon. They'll understand when it gets a bit more kind of bigger, start knows more, they'll understand it more. But right now it's kind of like, so it's like I can still go about my day-to-day life in England and not get noticed. But probably if I went to Asia or like anywhere in Asia, I'd probably get noticed a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So tell me about your EP, Peach. How many tracks are there? Like what idea or their concept that you put in there?
So like there's 6 songs on the EP. EP came out a few days ago. Can't remember. I was putting whirlwind. But yeah, like I kind of wanted for this EP, I wanted every song to be different because, like I said, I'm not in one genre, and I've always you got to kind of set these things off from the get go. Do you know what I mean? Like you got to start off doing all these weird shit because then people are like, "What? He's not in this certain box." But if you started off like just released like a complete R&B album, you'd be stuck in that place. Do you get me? Because everyone would be like expecting it after. But now I've done this, I don't think anyone's expecting anything. They're like, I have no idea what's going to come next from him. So kind of, yeah, I feel like that's what I'm going to do for the EP, just make it really experimental and set it off from the go. But it's been really good. Really enjoyed the EP. Loved making it. Everyone seems to be liking it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you just released like a video of Egotism like 3 days ago on YouTube, right?
Yeah. It came out the same as the EP.
Tell me about this song. Tell me about this song.
Song. So I wrote the song, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago now, probably. With a guy called Mark Crew and Dan Pretty. Do a lot of stuff like Bastille and stuff. They're sick. I just wrote the song in one day. It was like I think it was like my first time working with them as well. So she's like, we made this mad song. We're like, oh my god, this is sick. And then came to do the video. There's this girl that I work with called Rosie Matheson. I don't know if I ever say her name right, but probably am. But she's beyond sick, ridiculously sick. So yeah, all came together. Very good video, very good song. It's doing really well. So yeah, I'm happy.
Cool, that's cool. So like this is like my curiosity. Like, what do you see yourself in? I don't know, 2 years, 3 years from now after the COVID-19 pandemic.
2 years, like in 2 years, I wouldn't mind being on the charts. Like, I kind of see myself. Hopefully, I have a song that charts. I mean, like there's already a song that I kind of charted on Spotify Thailand, which is good. So, but I mean, actually, like Billboard, like top 200, I don't know, somewhere along those lines. I want to do some good shows. I just want to, I want to at least I'll have 100k followers. I don't know what I'm about, but do you know what I mean? Like little kind of like tasks. I've set myself some goals, and I just want to complete them. Yeah.
All right.
2 years is a long time, isn't it? A lot of shit can happen.
Well, but you're really young, you know, you're like the new generation and you have a lot to explore, to experiment. So I guess there will be a lot of cool songs, cool things coming out from you then.
Oh yeah, that'd be some cool stuff.
So, right. Okay. What do you know about Thailand anyway?
I mean, it's a lovely looking country. The people are lovely.
Okay.
I don't know too much. No.
Okay, so if you can say something to all the Thai listeners, to Thai fans, what would you like to say, even about your song, about your EP album?
So, thank you so much for all your support. You will mean the world to me. Like, honestly, it's been ridiculous, and I'm so thankful and so grateful for everything. Obviously, my debut EP's come out, and you may know that already, but if you don't, go stream that. Show me some love. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I'm very appreciative, and thank you very much.
All right, Askew, thank you. It's nice talking to you, man.
You too, man.